cash back. Get your money back. Cash back.
Led on to a support area that helps with things like training and bringing on some new people. So basically my role is to sort of stabilize the day-to-day operations, keep our numbers moving forward, keep the sales figures, keep hopefully those sales figures moving forward. And basically the team that I've put together, which I'll talk about briefly as well, are there really to service the inquiries that come in. And at the moment we're doing okay, and we've got some and everybody knows Jess, I guess, but we've also got some new starters who started late last week, and one commenced today. So the team has been moved from a one-person operation to a three-man team.
Very good, yes. And most of us that have had anything to do with the office will know who Jess is. She's been very helpful over the months and times that we've had to make phone calls. But I have to say, since we've had a regime change in the Sydney office, the entire system has improved, and our interface between the field and the office has improved exponentially. And a whole bunch of that is thanks very much to you and your team.
Oh, no, I appreciate that, Derek. And I think a lot of that comes and stems from some of the direction we've got from Jeff as well. And look, I've got a bit of a background in network marketing as well, because I did some work for ACE for another company. Won't mention it. Worked there for 5 years. So I think my background in understanding that side of the business as well certainly helps in delivering responses and replies that aren't going to bring up any confrontation, but it's more about showing the callers or the members what they may be missing, or if there's any parts of the terms and conditions that weren't read out correctly. And I think what we're trying to do is become more transparent. And if we don't know, we're going to say we don't know, and we'll go find the answer. And I think in the past, there's been some, from what I heard, there was the office wasn't as supportive as it should be, when actually if we work together, we work collaboratively, then all of us are going to succeed. Our KPIs will be met, our numbers will be met, and then from a member perspective, then everybody gets the benefits from that. And I think stabilising the operation which was the end of last year, which is what we've done, and now we're building towards what our new goals are. And like you mentioned, Derek, there's some new products and services coming out in the next months and next few months, I guess. And what we've just done recently is we've geared up with our internal operations team and hired some people who don't necessarily come from a background of what we do, but have the ability to sort of explain and the patience needed to talk to our members. Because we don't, I'm not the type of manager who's going to, yell at my staff if they're on the phone for 3 minutes, or more. It's more about, let's give the information and let's also educate. So my big thing right now is to really educate our callers so that, one, the information's then goes down the line and everybody gets the correct information. And if it comes out correctly, then we all win in the end.
Absolutely. And that's how we'd like all of our people in the field to have that attitude as well. If we work together collaboratively with our management team, then we can actually achieve a whole lot of things. We can change what we're doing. We can turn things around. We can, in fact, improve all of our deliverables. And that's what we're really looking for, is a process where our business continues to grow, our interaction with our management continues to improve, and it seems like we're going down that road.
Yeah, and I think, Derek, too, we've moved away, and Jeff and I, had a really good discussion just before Christmas, and we're moving away from being a transactional provider for you. We want to be more of a service-orientated team, and don't forget about the people side of it. And I think we're starting to hit some runs with that now. And if we stick to being transactional, then it becomes a very cold business, where actually this is a people business. So from your side and from our side, it's a people business. It's not a transactional number in the end of the day. It's what drives a business is people working together. And I think, we're driving that internally. And I do appreciate the comments, because, one of the things that I've started to look deeper into is how can we ensure that service continues to sort of grow, and not only just, we don't want it to stagnate. We don't think it's great now, but we know we can do a lot more. And if we're starting to map out processes, starting to get some internal documents done, so that when any new member comes on board, there's an easy transition where in the past it seemed like there was an effort to get things done. Again, going back to that transactional, the way things were done were more transactional and no people around any of those sort of decisions. But look, we're in a new era. As you said, there's some new products coming out, and I wouldn't have joined the organisation if I didn't see the long-term goals and what's going to come up. So from my end and from my perspective, we're all in the right place at the right time, I think.
I agree entirely, and I've got to let everyone know that I've been in and out of the office a few times in the last few months, and just the overall feeling of engagement that occurs in the office environment when we're there is really, really good. And it really does reach out to us and get us more involved.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So anyway, we've had a few chats with our glorious and illustrious leader who's been on holidays in Austria, I've heard, recently. And when I was talking to him on the phone this afternoon, he was sounding a little bit bedraggled still. He may have, in fact, still be suffering a little bit of jet lag. But being that we're Australians, it serves us in good stead to give him some grief because he's sounding pretty sad. But he does have some great news, and we'll get him on to the next webinar to talk through some of the things that are in the pipeline from his perspective as a manager in the corporate environment. So, Paul, really want to thank you for coming on. It's really good that people get to know who our management is, who our people in the office are. And anytime that you'd like to come back and talk to us, it would be really good.
No problem at all, Derek. And actually, one of the things I do want to try and do is over the next couple of weeks is introduce the team to your team as well, because we've got some good individuals there. And I think, as we move to being more people focused, I think it's a really good opportunity for them to join calls like this and then start to get an understanding of what happens from the other side of things.
Yes, indeed. It would be very good. We happened to meet David, the new Lyconet employee, on Friday night. And he'd been there a whole 48 hours. So we didn't give him too hard a time, but he did prove that he could spell Lyconet.
Yeah, that's right. Jeff's given him some grief already about units and amalgamation of IDs. So yeah, he'll get there pretty quickly, I think.
Yeah, he was a very switched on young man, and we had a chat with him in the hallway, and he gave us a banner and, had a nice conversation with him for a while. So it's very exciting to see the team and the collective environment that we've got in the office now, and it's really good to be able to interact in an open forum like this with you and your team.
No, I appreciate the comments, Derek. I really do. I'll definitely pass them on to the team.
Great work. So thanks, Paul. I know you've got family things to do at home tonight. Really appreciate you taking time out to talk to us. And let's move on and make this better and better as we go along.
Awesome. So, I appreciate that.
Okay. Thanks, Paul.
Have a great night. See ya. Bye, team.
So we have got somebody on the call here. Okay. We seem to be good now. So thanks, everybody, for listening in quietly there. We'll have more and more staff on the meetings as we go along. We'd like to have as many as we can come on board and talk to us directly so that we can make sure that we get the last and greatest and most current information directly from our management team. So that about ends my session tonight. So I'm going to hand over to the aforementioned Carolyn Phillips and her great set of glasses. Aren't they a great set of glasses? I might have to get mine redone like that. Okay, here's Carolyn.
Thanks, Derek. And hello, everyone. Those glasses were for a boat trip that we had back in December, and we knew Judy Brightus was coming on board and that she just loves her bling. So Jan and I set out to out-bling Judy, and we did. Okay, so let's look at functions. So we've had some functions just recently, and we've got some functions coming up, which I'd like to cover. Function in Sydney last weekend, so yesterday, the day before. It was going to be a corporate weekend, and that was postponed. So those people who had already booked and were keen to get to Sydney and keen to catch up and link up with like-minded people got together in Sydney. It was in Darling Harbour. Derek and Dan went from Brisbane as STARS representatives. Lots and lots of topics covered. So some people who had lapsed in their interest and their activity, their business activity, and even their shopping had been reinvigorated. So there was shopping was talked about, what is recash, what are discount vouchers, some of those unusual concepts that we talk about in our business was actually covered, and member activity. What are people doing? Why is there so much excitement, particularly in Brisbane? What's happening? What are the strategies? What's being said? And so forth. So lots of good questions about member activity. Some of the people there had one-on-ones, and that's always good because you can ask the exact question you want to. There was group training, and everyone was able to ask questions, lots of answers. And that's really the value of functions. And if you've been exposed to any of Eric Worre's books or tapes, he talks about the power of functions and going along to the big functions. So the results of this particular function were reinvigorating people for business. So those people who had lapsed, getting it more excited and getting some ideas and some strategies and seeing some results that other people are getting, and that has motivated them. Getting people shopping again. We are a shopping community. Let's shop till we drop, people. Shopping again, setting up accounts with Easy Shopping Cards, getting member benefits. Easy Shopping Cards is the easiest way to get member benefits for all your groceries, fuel and alcohol. No other way to get such good results from your everyday family spending, regular spending. So the other point that Eric Worre makes is making connections, building relationships, being with people who are like-minded, who are doing what you'd like to do and being successful at it. And of course, planning for regional conference. So we've started to talk about regional conference. It will be in New South Wales, as this function was, and there will be lots more information even tonight as more planning has come through. So here are some of the people. You can see the gorgeous city in the background and the people who are there, the Lycanet people. You can see one gentleman there who nearly is as tall as the banner. And if you've ever stood beside the banner, good on you, Chris. It was great to see you there with the other like-minded people. People from Queensland, people from New South Wales, people from Victoria, and people from Adelaide, I think. Yeah, okay, but certainly then travel some distance. So thank you to all of those people who have made the effort. And then, of course, the social part of the get-togethers is always fun and helps to build that relationship even further. So you can't see actually a little bit there of what was eaten, but a good time there as well. The upcoming functions in Brisbane, there are two that I've put up on screen here. Project X Review. We're now getting more and more information out of Europe and clarifying what Project X is all about. So if you're in Brisbane, be there on this Thursday night, 26th of April 2018. Both of these events will be at the Australian National Hotel. So if you've been to any of the STARS third Sunday of the month get-togethers, same place. So if you come early, then you can have your dinner. Oh, I haven't put the time up. So 7:30 Thursday night. So if you come early, come with your Woolworths gift cards and you can get some cash back on your meals and your drinks. Cards will be available at the function, and then you'll pay easy shopping cards after the event. So that is possible to organise that. Derek will have them with him. So this is this Thursday the 26th of April, day after Anzac Day, all about Project X, what we know so far, how it will impact us in the next couple of years, what's so good about Project X and what's so good about the information we've had so far. Then, of course, the next ESP Success Club will be the third Sunday of the month. Third Sunday of every month is STAR's ESP Success Club, and the next one, May, will be the 20th of May. So let's look at special STARS event for your diary. This is coming up in September, the September Regional Conference, Ettalong Beach, beautiful Ettalong Beach. I've got some great photos to show you. New South Wales, Central Coast, New South Wales. If you've ever heard Chris Retford talk about Central Coast, it is actually an area. The whole area is called Central Coast. And it's beautiful. The first weekend in September, so that actually does include the last day in August. But I'll go into that in a bit more detail. Get cash back on your accommodation. We will be focusing on the Mantra at Ettalong Beach. That's where we will actually stay and have accommodation. Very similar format to the regional conference last year. It was very successful, very much interacting with people and making the most of the actual environment and the gorgeous geography, as well as the local merchants. So we had such a ball last year. Put it in your diary, be there this year. We had people travel from all around Australia. Again, this will happen for this year. Conference 31st of August, 1st of September, 2nd of September. Whole range of sessions, very similar. You choose what you want to attend. So one conference registration fee allows you to attend as many sessions as you wish. The registration fee will be $20, like an admin fee. So then you can go to one session, you can go to every single one of them, and it still costs you that one registration fee. The registration form will be up on the website by the end of the week. So that will give you even more information. Sessions are open to everyone. If you're a visitor, if you're a member, if you're a Cashback World member, if you're a LikeANet member, if you're a STARS member or not, open to everyone. We open our gates to everyone. We are inclusive. Actually, I think we're probably one of the few training systems in the world that opens doors to anyone from any team. So we've structured the conference so that some sessions are free, some sessions are payable beforehand. And the reason is you need to book, and we need to book, because of seating limitations. So if you're planning to come, you need to put your hand up as soon as possible. There will be limited places and spaces and seats on some of the sessions. And some sessions are pay as you go, like lunches or dinners when we go somewhere and support one of the local restaurants. So you choose which session. It was lots of fun last year with lots of fellowship and, in fact, lots of learning. So it starts on August the 31st. That's the Friday evening, meet and greet, cocktail party by the pool. And when you see the photos, it's a beautiful pool. That session is sponsored, so therefore it's free to you. We had a fantastic Friday night free cocktail party last year. Easy Shopping Cards was actually the sponsor of that session, and we had a great night. Drinks and nibbles are included, and it's beside the pool, so just a gorgeous night. Sessions on the Saturday, this is a training session, so limited seating. We've got a room, and once that room is filled, we cannot accept any more people. So if you want to be there, you do need to get your name down fast and at least register that you're coming. There will be expert training, lots of topics. We've got trainers, and we've actually got a surprise trainer from Europe lined up, and we're really excited. Derek and I are really excited about this. Saturday night cruise, very limited seating. Again, we've got a boat, and there's only a certain number of people that will fit on a boat, you can imagine. Derek's written there, ropes available for extra dragging, and obviously a bit of bait for the local sharks. Oh, no. We don't want that. We want you to be on the cruise. So again, first in, best dressed. It's a beautiful boat, and it's a beautiful part of Australia. Enjoy beautiful Ettalong Beach from the water. Sunday, 2nd of September, we've actually got a day of fun and entertainment planned, and more details will be released over the next couple of weeks. So let's have a look at these beautiful views. That looks like it's nearly at the top of the Mantra at Ettalong Beach. And if you can just see the edge of the pool at the bottom of the photo, and then there's a green area and then some seats. That's where the Friday night cocktail party will be, the sponsored event that is free. So that's where it will be. You can see the boats, you can see the pool, just gorgeous. Another photo. If you wanted to come for the weekend and swim all weekend, obviously there's a beautiful pool. Bring the family, bring the teenagers, bring the grandkids. There is a way to have the booking of your accommodation through merchants, and we're organising that as we speak. That's what the inside of the rooms look like. So they're beautifully appointed, clean, airy, and each room appears to have a gorgeous view as well. So bookings can be made online, many options to book and participate. Great opportunity to get together in New South Wales. And of course, the tussle between Queensland and New South Wales will continue. Details for the function booking will be up on the STARS website by the end of the week. So now on to the STARS website, the CRM, Customer Relationship Management software that's been included. We are so excited about this. We briefly showed you and showcased it last week. You can import your email list, your prospect list, you can import your member list and choose which videos to send them, and then the system will actually filter out and send those emails out. So it might be a prospect list, it might be a member list, you might be working in conjunction with one of your local merchants, and you can actually import all those members who are connected to the merchants and send them out regular contacts as well. So there are templates there that are ready made, and you can say, yes, I would like template 1 to go on Monday, template 2 to go on Thursday, template 3 to go the following week. You can work out when you'd like the whole email list to go out, or you can actually create your own wording. So there's either option. So some of the ready-made templates will be for prospects for Lycanet. Some of them will be for new members with a merchant, a whole range of templates. This is so good, this customer relationship management. So please make yourself available to that. Great springboard. So the STARS website is really your support. The CRM, you can contact your prospects, you can support your merchants. So those of you who work with the merchants, you can say, this is something that I can help you with and help engage with those new members connected to that merchant. It's actually a fabulous tool. Project X is only a few weeks away, the start of it. If you are in Brisbane, make sure you get along to the Project X meeting. And what we really are looking to do is setting yourself up for the rest of your life. We talk about ESP as being just a beautiful tool given to us by Lycanet. The qualify and confirm months are again given to us as gifts from Lycanet corporate office, and great ways to build your business and set yourself up for the rest of your life. You'll always come across someone who says, oh, I'm too busy, just no thanks. And you'll see them struggling. You'll see their square wheels. Do they want help? No. And somebody here is offering to help. And not only are they offering to help, but they actually have a wonderful solution. That's how we figure Lycanet is for us. That's how we figure ESP, Easy Shop Plus, is for us. And that's how we also view the STARS website. We've made it as supportive and helpful and with solutions for you as possible. I'll just go quickly through the membership options. Free membership to STARS means you can attend any meeting and be attendee of any webinar. Gold membership is $60 a year, not a month, not a week or whatever, a year. So that's not even a cup of coffee a month, something like that. And you'll have access to all the recordings of the webinar. So if you can't listen in on a Monday night, you can listen in at your convenience during the week when you're a gold member. You'll have access to watching all the training videos, and we've also got a library going up as well. And platinum membership is $100 a year or $10 a month. And that then gives you access to the CRM, that software tool that will send emails out to your prospects. That gives you and one merchant. So that's actually two accesses, if you like. So you can use the CRM for yourself, and you can use the CRM for one merchant for $100 a year. If you have more merchants, we have what's called a Platinum Plus program. So up to 5 merchants is only $15 a month. And if you have more merchants than that, up to 10, it's Platinum Plus Plus, which is $20. So each of those extras are actually only $1 extra per month. Great value. Hope you make use of that. I'm wondering if there are any questions. Thanks, Rod. It is a great offer. Kate Reynolds, we'll just tie it to him. Yes, Kate's done a lot of work with those templates. So if you've heard Kate, if you've seen Kate, if you've heard of Kate, then you'll know that she's been very successful with those templates, and she is working with us with those templates that will go into the CRM. She and Mark are also working with us to plan the Ettalong Beach September regional conference, because they live locally and they know the area really well. Dan attacks people with his man bag. Dan's actually lost his man bag. Did you know that? Dan needs to stick the man bag with a bit of blue tack onto his hip or something. Oh, blue eyes, Mr. Smith. Okay. So are there any questions? I don't see any questions. So if there are no questions, let's go. Thank you for joining us. We would love to see you again next week. Thank you, Jenny. That's really kind. I appreciate your acknowledgement. Vivian, hello. Man bag. Where is me man bag, says Dan. Kate, thanks, guys. Thank you, Kate. Thanks, Simon, as well. So hopefully we shall talk soon. Make sure those dates go in your diary. We'd love to see you there. Good night from him. Good night from me.
Cash back, get your money back. 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 Cash back, your money back.